Alright, I think we're good. So how's everyone doing today? The LST is not doing too well. Or the shock, that is. And it doesn't look good. Might have some scoliosis or something. Man. See if it even, you gotta like force it and it doesn't even move. It won't even move. So there's something wrong with that. And it's leaking oil everywhere. The camera probably doesn't pick it up, but that shock, the little plastic shock thing, whatever, that's broken. But this one is good. So I'm gonna literally just take this one, take the spring off and the shock cap, and just throw it on this one. Easy enough. But I'll tear that apart for you guys, show you what's up. I'll see if my computer actually works. This is take 2. The first time my computer didn't work. I saw that Rinks was in here and I was talking to him for like a whole half hour. And dude, it didn't even work. I can't believe it. Can you believe that? I can't believe it. Alright, so let's get my computer working. Still says I'm offline. Oh, nope, just connected. Alright, I think we're good. I think we are good. Alright, let me open the chat because I do things weird. I read the chat on my computer and my phone is just the camera. If y'all are wondering. Nothing too highly sophisticated. Alright, it says we got excellent connection. There we go. I can actually see the computer too. That's good. Oh, you can't see the TV though. That's the best part. It's the TV because I'm boring. Alright. I think the LST wheel's in the way, so just push it back. The chassis is nothing wrong with it, so you're not missing anything with the chassis. This and this is what's wrong with it. Got some flare. Yeah. Alright, so yeah. Hello, one viewer. How you doing? Who we got in here? Oh, no one's in the chat yet. Yeah, hopefully everyone joins back. I'm sorry about what happened last time. That was kind of stupid. Let me point that the TV. It's kind of off-centered. I might even change I got roadkill on the TV right now. That's what I was watching before. I might kill the lights, actually. Yeah. I kill the lights. That looks a lot better. Even that's actually not that much of a difference. Hey, Nitro Pimp, what's up? Yeah, you want to see something crazy? Look at this. Have you ever seen an LST shock shaft bent that much? Yeah. Out of the whole year having this is the only time I've ever bent it. It's kind of sad. Worse. This I gotta replace. Just spewing out oil. But I'm sure. Thankfully. But yeah. Thankfully I bought these. Will MYXL. Oh. Alright, I don't know what you mean by that. XXL, you mean? Because the XXL ones are better. They got the super thick. So those won't fit because, I need to replace the plastic ones anyway. Which I might just do, honestly, because this plastic thing, which is this is the original one. That's all busted up. So might as well just get some XXL shock shafts. Because the pistons are the same and the bodies, of course, are the same. It's just the shaft's thicker. So yeah, I'll probably just pick up some of those. I think it's the XXL too, not the original. I think the original had those. Oh, MTXL. Yeah, I mean, really any shock with the, as long as the bottom's the same. I can even swap the bolts out, I don't care. The lengths seem probably the same too. Yeah, they probably fit. I do like these though. These things don't leak at all. I've never had them leak. Not sure how the MTXL ones are. The only time it's leaked is because it did this. That's really it. Yeah. Might as well get to work. Oh yeah, and here's my cage. Yeah, I really roughed it up in today's video. Yeah, it's that loop-de-loop. Gotta stay away from that loop-de-loop now. Oh yeah, and the roof jump location, they tore it down. Or they're tearing it down as we speak. So that's kind of sad. Yeah, so that'll probably be the last time I'll ever roof jump this thing at that location. I guess the keyword is at that location. Yeah. Probably for the better. Yeah, so here's a comparison of the two. This one's nicer anyway than the original. This one's all scratched and dinged up and, you know, I don't even know what happened there. Don't ask me. So yeah, at least we get the nicer stuff on it. But this has the good bleeder on it. I was gonna just take them off anyway. Yeah. I might as well drain out a little liquid. This thing was loose. That is not good. That's loose. The threads don't feel good, honestly. Yeah. Some of the aluminum's good, but the anodizing kind of flaked off of the threads. That kind of sucks. Yeah, here's that dirty oil if you want to take a look at that. This stuff I've never changed. It's actually still got decent color. Like, some of it's still clear, I'm surprised. Yeah, I can't even get the stuff out of the bottom because the shaft's stuck. Great. That's alright. Well, time to get the LST shock tools. Thankfully, those exist, and I have them. If not, I believe that's like a 19 millimeter or something around that size. Let's see what I got. What's up, Steve? Hey, Will. You want to see something crazy, Will? I'll show you in a second. I'm sure you already saw it, actually. I'm looking for my shock tool right now. I'm not sure where I put it. I only have one of them. Not great. Just to make things worse, I don't even have my shock tool. Oh, I found the one for the shock caps. But I don't really use them. That's for your shock cap. I just put the screwdriver in the middle. It's easier. Get more leverage. So where is the bottom one? Come on, it's gotta be in here somewhere. There it is. Very bottom. Hey, gearhead. Yeah, you want to see what I did today, gearhead? Look at this. Look at this thing, bent. Like crazy bent. How it's supposed to look and what happened today. Yeah. So, you know, of course, we're fixing it. I'm stupid. It kept running though, like that. Oh, this thing's all oily. Clean that out. Gotta take the plastic thing underneath it off because it's leaking from the bend. Yeah, I'm gonna put the shock cap, or I don't know. Yeah, I'll put the shock cap back on. Now I use my nice little tool. Lock that, and let's see if I can somehow get a grip. There we go. Alright, coming off. Get that over our little oil pan thingy. Yeah, these shocks have been abused. You know what? At least the my piston's all good. I thought I cracked it for sure. Yeah, but that looks pretty good. It's not warped at all either. So at least I can salvage that, even though I got pistons. I knew at some point I was gonna damage these shocks. So today has come. Today is the day. I'm using my good rag. I don't know why. Oh, it's a bad rag now. Got oil over it. Like, this is my dust rag, and then I got oil rags. Yeah, let's take this little piston off. Get my tool. I just had it. Right down here. Gotta say, these are convenient. Alright, salvage that. That's gonna need some, it's gonna need a lot of heat. Hoping I can bring that back to, what it used to be. I just slide my little piece of fuel line out of there. Cool. Get my I have the shock things in here. You guys want to see a nice tool? This is actually like the first RC only tool I bought. Let me try to find it. Not really sure where I put it. Always moving stuff around. Ideally it would be in my toolbox, but it's not. Sorry about that. Today's not my day of finding stuff. Yeah. Today's not my day. Well, nothing like, nothing like a good old, wrench. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where those went. I gotta find those. Hey, Grizzly. Hey, Chino. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the rear steering, yeah. Well, if you watched the video before, I had 3-wheel steer, technically. That was pretty funny. It wasn't actually 3-wheel steer. It broke the linkage on the rear. But this is only, I blew out the servo in the video before. And the entire video today is only running off one servo. Quite impressed. Wasn't really, thinking it would survive, but did. I'll see how it does on pavement, but this was actually on the bumpy rocks. So I think it was even more intense on it. And this is just low-C line. I use it as a bump stop. Works really well. Highly recommend, actually. And then these are GVM racing springs. They're off eBay. That's just a good aftermarket spring for the LST. Yeah, just get that on there. Get that all tightened up. And then I got 40 weight in this one, which this is what that also had, 40 weight. So 40 weight on the front, 50 weight in the rear. Gets it jumping really well. The front is just a tad bit bouncy. But if I, go slow over the bumps, it's not too bad. But you can see how bouncy it was on the video. Actually not as bad today, because I learned how to drive it and steer it. But the video before, last week's video was super bouncy. It's going all over the place. You know what? I got put the shock thingy on. Cool. Should I swap the shock caps? They're both The only thing different, this one's got the stainless one, which is what I want. So I guess that's a yes. Let me read the chat. Let's see if you guys say no. Just leave it be. Which is probably what I should do. Oh yeah, Rinks, dude. Did you, so live stream before, did you hear anything I said? Because I was talking to you for straight like half hour, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, I don't think I was live at all. My phone was acting up. Nope, yep. Yeah, my phone was being a piece of junk. Yeah, so that's funny. I don't even remember at this point. It was something to do with wheels, though. So, you know, I'm sure you would have found it funny. Wish I remembered. Yeah. But yeah, I got that shock apart ring. So look at this. Well, this is the, you know, just the body. But then, bam, look at that thing. Super bent. And that was fully extended, too. Which I wasn't too sure exactly where I bumped it on. But it had to be that third loop-de-loop. Because I was probably going easily like 35, 40 miles an hour off that thing. And that was like 2 inches away from my face. That could have hit me in the face. Even though if it hit me in the face, you know, that probably wouldn't have bent because my face was slowing it down. But then probably would need a dentist appointment or something. Straighten out my teeth after that. Alright, making a mess now with the oil. Shock oil everywhere. Or fluid, whatever you call this stuff. Oh yeah, and here's the little I don't know what you call this thing. Shock bottom. It's a shock bottom. Yeah, this thing has a little leak in it from the bend. Because I kept driving with the bend, so the bend was kind of carving into the side. As you can see, kind of just carves right in there. So that kind of ruined it. But my piston didn't break. I thought it was going to break. And it's not even warped either. So this kind of took the damage. And the piston was saved. So that's good. Yeah, alright, let me catch up on the chat. I'm very behind. It's getting work done. Usually don't see that out of me. Yeah, this I'll, you know, spray down with the brake cleaner. I was going to swap the cap out though, so we can take that off. Oh yeah, these are the original Losi shock tools. Original. Pretty sweet. This probably came in the box when it was first, you know, bought. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. I'm just gonna swap the caps. I'm not gonna bleed them. I'm sure if I... Oh, jeez, this one is tight. You know what? I don't even know if I'm getting that off. Maybe if I go double... No. I'm loosening the bottom. I'm not even getting the top off. I'm loosening the bottom. This thing's had, you know, so much metal on it. Might as well. There we go. Yeah, this one's tight. Make sure it's all the way down. Might make a mess, might not. If not, I got 40 weight to dump back in it if I do lose some. Oh, that thing is like just there. Make sure it's threaded on properly. This was loose also from the crash. I don't know how that happened. Probably should check all my other shocks and make sure they're tight. Get the wrench. Just get snug. There we go. It shouldn't go anywhere. Alright, I'm gonna read the chat after I get this thing on. Cool. And this shark body is actually nicer. It's not scratched. Like this one's got a big gash in it. That was not from today. That was a while ago. Yeah, there we go. Cool. These springs are so nice. Yep. Fortunately, we don't have, the nice gold ones, but, the original looks fine. Alright, so there's our nice new shock cap. Now, we just gotta fix this thing. I might honestly do that off camera if you guys don't mind, because this will probably involve, torching it and then repainting it, and, might be a lot, honestly. But I did buy these. These came in the mail today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should be set right there. Does the LST owe you money? Yeah, I know. Yeah, this thing's beaten up. But I got some insurance for it. Some. I could have just bought aluminum with this money. I don't know why. But I thought about just buying a bunch of plastic. This is like $60 or something. I don't know. Gotta double check. Yeah, I can fix the rear ones because those are all broken. I'm just running on glued crap. I'm kind of tired of that. I want, good stuff on it. Stream started to freeze up. Oh, Gearhead. You still in here, Gearhead? Yeah, so you're new to the channel, Gearhead. So this is an LST2 frame. And this has an Integy top plate, which is like a couple millimeters thicker than the stock. So yeah, this thing's set, trust me. I think I would have broke the original today. Today was a rough one. Real rough dash. Yeah, but thanks for mentioning that, because I didn't know that back then, and I think Chino mentioned that to me. So I was like, yeah, I had to get that stuff. Obviously bulletproof it. Yeah, what next? Yeah, what to do next? What was that? 197 views. Wow. It's crazy. Not right now, but total. It's the most I had in a while, I think. I'm gonna just put this shock back together. Or, I don't know. I'll just put the body on this. Might as well try to rebend this thing. Not really too sure how. Unless, obviously with the torch. I need this thing like perfectly straight. Might be easy. I might be able just to kind of get it with this thing, and I'll see if it even bends. No, it won't bend right now. Use my vise. See if it clamps down in there. Might bind up. Oh no, this thing's kind of going back. I'm gonna heat it up anyway to like heat treat it. Yeah, there it is. Straightened. I might just put that back in, to be honest. Yeah, let's get a... it's not really smart to use... I don't use the torch up here. Probably not that smart to use the torch. Because watch, when I release it, it'll go back to its original form. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot better. But, I need that thing perfectly straight. Don't want any more damages. I mean, a lighter works. It gets hot enough. Or I can use my soldering iron even. It's not as efficient. The flame would be better. Have you seen those like little tiny like torch things? I don't even know. They're like lighters, I guess. It's a torch. That's the best I can explain. Terrible it is. I can't find my lighter now. Oh, there it is. I'm just gonna give it some heat. Go right underneath. There's a nice opening right there. It's actually perfect. The only thing that's not perfect, this thing's like out. There we go. I'll see if this heat treats it. You can see the flame right there. It's missing it. I just blew it out. Alright, I guess we do it the other way. Oh, hey! There's some shock oil. Did you see that? That was pretty cool. Did my camera catch that? Did you see it burn? I think like I'm off camera. Oh crap, I was off camera. Alright, let me move it over here. I won't do it again because it's all burnt up, but... Oh, it still does it. Yeah, you can see that? It's like some shock oil still on there. Burnt it off. Yeah. I think that's what's igniting it. This thing's got no gas in it. This is running off of yeah, this is running off the whatever's just running on this. Or maybe not. Because now it's not sparking anymore. It is warm though, so it must be working. It's not warm enough though. But I don't know, maybe that did something. Let's see if it's straight. This is not the right way to do it, everyone. You're supposed to use a torch and get like cherry red. That's when the the crystals align and stuff. That is a lot better though. I might just kind of might just bend it and then just call it a day, honestly. It's gonna get bent again. All that. Alright, that's straight. That is straight, everyone. You know what? It's going back in. What do we say? Oh, no. I might have went a little too far. Overcorrected. Good way to tell if your stuff's straight is to just kind of roll it on the table. Yeah, I got just a little tiny, like, just the slightest bend. Like, slightest. It's like barely anything. So I guess just, give it a nice little bend. See if that helps it. Yeah, hey, look at that. Yeah, that is fixed. Wow. Alright, so I'll just pretty much, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just drain this again. Or should I just leave it? It's done. But I do need a good bottom, and this one is a good bottom. But I want to run this thing. Looks nice. Yeah, well, knowing me, I'm going to save it for later. I'm going to break it. Right when I put it on, it's going to bend again. So I'll use up the crappy stuff and then put my new stuff back on later. I'm going to catch up on the chat. It's been a while since I checked that thing. Sorry, everyone, for kind of ignoring you. Just going to leave that like that, loose. Throw that back there. That shark looks good already, though. Alright, so I'm missing a lot. Will had a question. Are you talking about my shock gearhead getting hit by a bowling ball? I mean, it hit an iron beam, or steel beam, Or the cage. Yeah, I forgot about the cage. Ugh. This is gonna be its own, I won't do this on the live. It's a lot of work. I gotta line up all the bolt holes too. Yeah. Well said. Oh, what's up, CJT, or JBI, or CJ? I'll keep calling you CJ. You get the point, though. What are you talking about, Will? What's hard to do? I think I'm trying to... maybe the chassis swap, I think you're wondering about. This was easy to do for me because everything was broken. But I guess it's a little hard to do when everything is, okay. Because, you kind of have to be gentle not to break things. But this thing was already cut, so I kind of just ripped it apart to disassemble it. But assembly is very easy. Does an easy job overall, because it's just these front bolts. The front end comes off, the rear end comes off, and then the whole chassis opening is all clean and open. Then you just put your servo things in. You got the servo plastics. Obviously, you got the tank stuff. That's easy. That's actually comes off with the end. So that's nothing. Yeah, it was pretty easy when I did it. LSTs are pretty easy trucks to work on. Like the diffs just come right out, 4 bolts, and then just pull off the front plate, and then the diff slides right out. Yep. Yeah, but there's the shocks. I'm gonna just put this one back in. That's good. Clean up all the shock oil that's spilt everywhere. All over my nice arms. Yeah, that's a mess. And yeah, just put that back in. It's got the old one in there. The old shaft. I'm hoping someday to get all the titanium coated shock shafts. It's all for looks though. Doesn't really provide any strength. Or I can even get the XXL2 shock shafts, the super thick ones. Oh, there we go. That's in temporarily, of course. I'm gonna just try stomping on this. Maybe I'll get it back to normal. I really don't care because this thing in the winter I'll strip it down, actually do a good paint job on it. Obviously clean up the welds. These welds are terrible. Like the other cages I've done, those welds are really good. I'm sure if Mala's in here, he can back me up on that. But yeah, these ones are the worst. This is also my first cage anyway, so of course the first is the worst. Kind of get better as you practice and go along. Oh yeah, to make it full LST or LST2, because the LST2 has different arms also. That's just replacing the arms. The hardest thing is the chassis rails. But even that's pretty easy once you get everything. It's just time consuming. Just gotta remember patience. Can't rush it. It's like a day project if you think about it. It's one of those type things. It's a lot of bolts. You got all the bolts for your chassis plate, the bottom stuff, your battery box stuff, servos. The transmission and engine are only 4. But yeah, you gotta take out your electronics, redo that. Yeah, this thing is wonky. Look at that. Gotta see what I can do with just the vise for now. See if the vise has any advice. Oh yeah, this is already getting hard to clamp down. It's gonna be a tough one. Well, I need a table vise, not this little thing. And I'll just kind of push down on it. Didn't do anything. It did nothing. Yeah, this is really bent. I don't know how I got bent this much. This is 1/4 inch thick. That was a super hard hit. Like, man. I would have done some serious damage to the cooling head. Like, cracked it in half. Hey, higher volume. Yeah, we're just fixing some stuff. I got the cage right here. Super bent. But we bent the shock shaft. I fixed it and put a new shock in there. This is the shock shaft I bent though. But it's all straight and fixed now. I'm just saving it because I feel like, I don't know, I'm going to bend this one in 2 seconds. So I might as well just leave this out, and I put in my spare shock that's already built and full of fluid. Yeah, but here's the cage. I was just bending it. But it's going to need some heat. And then a new paint job after I reheat it. But I thought if I could bend it by hand right now, might as well try. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to just see if I can bend it by hand. But it's 1/4 thick, 1/4 inch thick steel. And I'm not having luck right now with it. Just kind of fighting it. Also can't really get a... Let's flip that over actually. Got an idea. It's also crushed in like multiple locations. The body though, the body held up today. I thought it wasn't, but it did. I think the cage had something to do with it. I think because the cage protected everything, the body didn't crack. Yeah, this thing's really bent. Definitely if I do a second run on these cages, I'd do like a lower truss so this does not happen. It'll make them heavier, but I don't want to do this again. It's terrible. Even though, when I designed the cage, I just wanted to cover it. Didn't care too much about the actual rigidity. As long as the, chassis survived underneath it. Hey, that looks pretty good. I'm getting there. Yeah, it's looking all right. Hey, that might be fixed. Those bolt holes don't look fixed though. Yeah. Let's see how these line up. I don't think these will. Test fitting it on the chassis right now. See if they'll fit. Yeah, that's not very square. This thing is bent like multiple directions. Like that ain't fitting. The rears fit perfectly, which is weird because that's where it's bent. But the front is not. So it must have got bent in the front too. I did not know about because that's not working. Yeah, fronts do not want to go on. Alright. Let me just take a look at that. Oh, you know what? That's fine. It's fine. Alright, the cage is going on, everyone. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. I fixed it. No big deal. It is not perfectly straight, but I don't care. I'm gonna bend it in the next video, trust me. I should kind of heat it up. Because when you bend things, it changes the, molecular... Not molecular, but... Like, steel has these, like, crystal type things in it. And bending that kind of weakens it, so you want to make sure you heat it, and that relaxes the steel. Because when you bend it, it's under tension. But you don't want it under tension. Tension's bad, and that causes it to crack easy. Like when I made the trophy truck and stuff, I heated all that stuff up so it didn't crack. Like around the welds and stuff. It's just to relax everything. I want it all nice and relaxed. Yeah, I'll just put these all back on. Can you see my hands? Or are they too high? They might be too high. My jack's pretty high for this truck. Yeah. Let's get my wrench wherever I put it. Right here. I don't know why RPM or not RPM, MIP. They should have came out with like a stubby screwdriver line. Like a whole kit with stubby screwdrivers. I think that would make some money for them. Yeah, I'd pay for it. This is kind of annoying right now because I can't fit my finger there. Spin it. But did you guys like the video today? Not my favorite, but it was, it's fun, of course. I wouldn't post it if I didn't have fun. Or I wouldn't even do it, but, The only thing that got me upset at the end is when I ran out of gas. It's the only thing. This engine was running good. This engine was running really good. But I was kind of tuning it for entire, 10 minutes or something like that. Not tuning it, but I was kind of just running out the body off, making just little adjustments. But I wasn't really filming. Actually thinking about it, it wasn't really that long. So forget what I just said. That's normally what I do. Alright, got that chalk on there. That's good that it fits. Fits on there snug. Alright, good. One shock is on. Get the other one on there. Oh yeah, and I gotta solder this light because I broke it. Yeah. For like the 90th time I broke the light. I keep flipping it. That's the only thing. The cage doesn't really protect the hood. So every time I, flip it and it lands on its nose hard, just the lights get all crushed, and sometimes the wires strip out of the connectors. I forgot my screw or nut, whatever. I think it was good though. Like nothing else broke today. Like the rear link broke because that's all, that's a crappy repair. That's my fault. But nothing with the original truck really broke. Shock shaft bent, but that's me going however fast into a wall or the ground. That really happened to any truck. Alright, get these. The front will be done after this is tightened. So make sure you tighten it all the way. Don't want it flying out. Good. Alright, the fronts are on. I'm gonna just get these 2 bolts on there and I'll just lower the truck. Because then I can just use my hands to get the rest of the stuff on there. Even though I do like it jacked up, but I want you guys to see it. It's a little boring just looking at it like this. Especially because this is the highest the tripod goes. Can't really go any higher. Unless my phone worked, I was able to flip it around to the other camera. I just dropped the... Oh, great. Just dropped that nut. See where that went. That's it. It's right behind my bottle. It's my wrench. There you are. Yeah, I'm probably taking a break from that loopy-loop. The loopy-loop. Even though it is safer than the roof jump. You might think I'm crazy, but I almost did the roof jump today. Because today's the last day that building's going to be around before it's torn down. I'm sad. Like they're getting all this, scaffolding and all that to tear it down. They already have it all marked up. It's a nice building too. I don't know why they're tearing it down. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, I've been on the roof. Maybe something happened on the inside I don't know about. Alright, get these shocks on there. Yeah, that looks so much better. The cage, it's not bent anymore. It's actually not bent. Alright, get my shocks up on there. Glad they fit under there. Just fit. Just fit. These bolts on there and we should be good to go. You know, I could do a video tomorrow. No joke. Probably should give it a break though. That'd be smart. I should have put the titaniums on the rear ones, because these things get no action. How smart I would have done that. Oh, gotta slow down. Nice. Alright, well, it's back. Straight. Didn't scratch the paint up too much. Nice. Just move this out of the way. Get my crap out of here. Alright, I'll say hi to people I missed. Or bye, I'm not sure if anyone left just yet. Fixed. Looks like a new truck. Nice. Should you go LST2? It's really if you want. If you're trying to get one to, bash and go crazy like I am, I would, well, yes you should, but there's still nothing wrong with the OG ones. You just gotta, beef up the arms, because the LST2 has the thicker arms. The middle chassis plate doesn't really matter if you're, on dirt, or, if you're smart. But if you jump it off a roof, it's not going to survive. That's really it. Or if you don't have beefed up shocks. Like, really what you got to care about are your shocks. Shocks first, then your arms, and then you're pretty much good to go. Just beef up the shocks so you can jump higher, which is what I did. Because I think if I did the roof jump with these shocks, I could have done like 3 or 4 more. Could have jumped off the roof 6 times. Then it broke. Yeah, but it's looking good, finally. Also gotta fix the flag. That's what I can do right now. Yeah, if that makes sense, Will. So if you don't feel like spending the extra money, nothing wrong with just putting a couple more dollars into an LST you already have or something like that. But if you want like a show truck and the basher, LST2 is a good basher. They make the OG one a show truck. I think these ones look nicer. Just the tires and stuff. The rims, I think they could use a little more character. Be nice if, they had aftermarket ones that fit them. Losi has them, but any other company, it would be nice if it still makes them. But they're a, specific size. Yeah, so, my flag. All that broke was just the fuel line tubing. Just show you how I fix these things. Very simple, very, very easy, not complicated at all. So what holds it in is a bolt, which I'm going to put a nut in it right now, because I'm kind of tired of it falling out. Let's see if I got any nuts. Yeah, I do. just slide that back there. Oh, you're looking to erase it somewhere? That's nice. This thing's never been on a track. I'd love to see it on a track. Because with the new setup and stuff, it just handles great. Can do donuts great, too. Alright, let's get this thing going. Just gonna hold that right there. I don't have the correct size nut. You know what, I'll use a shock tool. I think it's the same size bolt. Yep. Should've done this a long time ago. Make it a little easier to install. Still a little loose. Bottoming out. Alright, that's in there. It's in there real good. And just cut a piece of fuel line out. The fuel line makes it so it like flexes. I use this old fuel line right here. I never use new stuff for this. Just use what I already have. I just eyeball it. Cut more than you should. Test fit it, and you should cut just enough. That's too much. So take that off and cut a little less out of there. And then you have a nice flag. It flexes, so it doesn't snap on you when you crash. And there we go. It's pretty good back there. See that? See how it looks with the body on it. Perfect. Gotta definitely reinforce that cage though. Actually, the moment I put the body on, I realized it's still bent. But at least it looks good. Just slightly bent though. Alright, well I might sign off here. It's a little late. Got a good hour in. Unless there's any more you guys want to see. To be honest, I'm not in the mood to fix these lights. Not just yet. Even though it's an easy fix. Screw it. Being a wimp. I'm gonna literally just cut it right here. Down like you. Keep breaking. There we go. This is probably the last thing I do tonight. It's gotta be done. I know I don't want to do tomorrow. It's an easy fix, that's why. There we go. Let's go in my nice little drawer of wires. See if we can find something to substitute it. There we go, perfect. See that? That is perfect. I'm gonna make it long because I think the longer it is, the less likely it'll break. It's got some slack to kind of just move around and flex. So I'm gonna see if that theory works. Of course, my heat shrink. I'm gonna need heat shrink. This is actually my wiring kit. This is all nice and neat, unlike my box of wires. These you can do them individually, which is the correct way to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and just do it this way. It's easier. It's faster. But making the connection by hand is the right way to do it. My fingers are a little dirty for this soldering. Usually want it to be clean. Oh, now my wires are all greasy. It's gonna be great. They're for lights anyway. When I do like electronics and servo wires, you know, I make sure to take my time. These don't matter. They're lights. Whoops. That's why you take your time. You end up ruining your work. I'm not gonna overdo it, just get it so it holds. Alright, see that, everyone? See if my wires are in view. Yeah, they're in view. That works. Oh, thank you, Dot Master. I appreciate it. This one's for you, Dot Master. These will be the best solders I got. Let's do it for Dot Master, everyone. Alright, see what I got here. No flux. Who needs flux? Maybe I need flux. They're dirty. It's not wanting to stick like I want it to. Hey, there we go, though. You see that, Dot Master? Look at that. One whole piece now. Can't pull them apart. They're still hot. So let those cool down, put the heat shrink over it. Do you approve of this, Dot Master? I'm not sure if you can see those from my tripod. This one's a glob, because I think that was my dirty, greasy fingers. And that one just caught instantly. No flux needed. Just whatever was already in the tin or the solder. Because your solder has a little bit of flux in it already, just to help you out. But you want to flux whatever you're attaching it to. That, that creates a reaction and sucks up all the dirt and contaminants, whatever could be in there. Alright, but there's our heat shrink to keep it from short circuiting. Let's get my trusty old lighter out. There we go. There's one. Get the other one. This is being a pain. You know what? Those $10 are going to a new lighter. I'm already calling it. Or maybe just fluid, lighter fluid. I know you can fill these things up. I know it lets you. Even though they're cheap and disposable, you might as well just buy a new one. We're almost there. Shake it up. Try to get it in like the wick or whatever. However this thing works. There we go. It's all about getting that perfect like gas to air ratio to just get to light. That's perfect. Then I usually like to just tie them up, kind of coil it. This is all just for looks. Has nothing to do with anything. And there we go. Actually, it's actually a good length. Not too bad. Test it out. Will it work? We'll find out. I didn't get the wires mixed up, did I? That would not be good. Uh-oh. One works. One, oh, there it goes. Oh, hey! Alright. Come on, you got it. There we go. It's a little finicky. Actually got a lot of length on this thing. There we go. This is, of course, is bashed from today's video. That's gonna be fixed later. Just need some glue. Yeah, look at that. The lights work. Kill the lights. Check them out. Nice. So we got working lights again. Some good lights. Oh yeah, Dot Master. You're probably wondering why they're both like kind of different colors. So this one's an older one. Oh, I shouldn't have touched it. There we go. Just give it a slap. Yeah, but this one's an older one. I painted that multiple times, and that one's like the good one. Obviously, you can tell because it's so smashed up on that side. I don't know why it's doing that. I think the connection's loose. This thing needs to be cleaned. I gotta clean this thing next time I take it out. Oh, I missed that. That's what she said. I must have missed that. Yep. I'll probably conclude it for tonight. I think I've got everything done on the checklist. That is so weird. Definitely something's loose in there. It's probably my solders going into the bulbs. Those probably weren't the best. So I gotta resolder those again. It's like the 5th time I made these lights. Oh yeah, look at that length. That's a good length. Yep. So that should be good. Not have to struggle with it. Yeah, see, there's my solders. I left the negative sides, no heat shrink. Oh, crap. You know what? It was a little hot. Maybe they're touching. Yeah. They're kind of touching here, but the insulation was still over it, so it didn't short. So I don't know what that's all about. These lights suck anyway. Kind of did a terrible job. Like I soldered here and then I soldered there. What am I doing? Alright, anyway. So it's a good eventful stream. We straightened out a shock shaft. Fixed the cage, sort of. Fixed it enough where I can run it again. Our battery didn't get burnt up thanks to this little thing. So it's good. Obviously the fuel lines are looking good. Yeah, I'll probably continue making more braided fuel lines. They seem to be working pretty good. The one on the truck, yeah, punctured though. Wasn't too careful with it. You don't know when it's punctured because obviously the fuel line's in there. And the outside just, you could say protects it, but of course it just makes it look cool. That's the whole purpose of this. Yep. Alright, well thank you Dot Master for sticking around, and for the rest of you guys, Chino, whoever else is out there, Rinks. If you haven't watched today's video, and last week's also, screw it, watch everyone if you have the time. But you know, I'm not forcing it onto you. You don't have to watch any of them. You're a, you know, you're a free person. You can do whatever you want. Yeah, I appreciate that, Dot Master. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have fun with the RCs. It's a great hobby. It's like cars, but cheaper, even though I'm slowly getting to the point where I could be spending the same money as like a car would, but you know, it's fun. At least this thing I'm not dumping money into like I used to. It's crazy the money I spent on this thing. But I'd say it's complete, even though no project's complete. But it's at the point where I'm satisfied. Like this Mach 2.6, this is the original engine, just with, you know, the internals are all new. Well, like new. I bought it from a block that's been sitting for, you know, quite a long time, so it didn't have much runtime on it. I was actually very lucky because the guy took care of it. Like there's no fuel in it, so no fuel gummed it up. So I didn't really have to clean it at all. But the connecting rod's mint in it. Like the other one I needed a new connecting rod. Even though I already have one on the wall. But I was saving that one for the 454. Check out back here. This is the main engine for it. But I thought to give this one a little break, because this one's running pretty good. This one's got a ton of power. I plugged it up some silicone just to seal it up. These come out, obviously. They're earplugs. So they just pop right out. If they want to. These things are like vacuum sealed in there. Jeez. You know what, let me dig this thing out, because it is like sealed in there. I don't want to get stuck when it hardens. You know, it's a good thing I pulled this thing out, because this is kind of stupid. Look at this. It's actually turning to mush. What is going on? See if I can pull it out in one piece. No, I can't. Yeah, it's all mushy now. What is going on? I guess I'm back to the conventional earplugs. Yeah, look at this. This thing's gross. Oh, the oil must have got to it. Yeah. I didn't really clean the engine before putting it away. Let's just clean up that exhaust port. I get the one out of the carburetor out of there too. I know I said I was going to be done, but I guess I'm never done here. Probably going to be up all night, for all I know. Oh yeah, this thing's so fresh. Might throw that in for the winter. This thing loves the winter. I mean, I get it's a downgrade, but I do love the original Mach 2.6. Something about it. Just because it's original, I guess. It's fun. Yeah, look at this. This one's not as bad because I'm already clumping it out, but jeez, man. Don't do this to your engines. Don't put silicone earplugs in your freaking engines because they'll just make a mess. And you can end up pulling it all out like earwax. Look at that. It's like earwax. I'm glad it doesn't stick. If this stuff was sticky, yeah, that'd be done. There's the carburetor. This is actually a SH, a newer carburetor. It's not the original. Even though I want to try getting the, I forget which one works good on these. Some maybe that's not alpha because they're like a 9. They're a little bigger, like block. You know, these have the smaller block little inputs, whatever you call it. There we go, nice and fixed. Just put my old school ones back in. Then we're done, right? Then we're done. So 5 people in here. Thank you, 5 people. Keeping this live stream going. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. This stuff doesn't work as good, but it just keeps the dust out. Like I grind and do metal stuff on this table. Small metal stuff. Of course I don't weld up here. Here's the old clutches. I don't know why I left those on there. We barely got a life in them, it looks like. Like the spring's just about to pop out before it blows up. That's another reason why I stopped running it, because I just didn't feel like changing the clutches. Because I already put it in this engine. Because how I got it working, I can just take it out from the mesh, swap it without doing anything. So, you know, it's a really easy engine swap. Don't have to do the mesh or anything. Because they're the same thing, just different bore. Maybe the stroke's different. I doubt the stroke's different. I should check, actually. These probably do have the same crankshafts. So that's good to know if I screw up a crankshaft or something. And Will's still here. Yeah, sorry about that, Will. Thanks for mentioning you're still here. And I appreciate you being here. Every time I appreciate it. In every video, of course. You guys make YouTube fun. I will say that. Look at that dirty oil. There's a lot in there. Or if there's a way I can filter it or something. Even though I can, I guess, reuse it. Probably put in some crappy shocks. Ones I don't care about. Plastic ones I can use dirty oil in. Who cares about the plastic, right? Just so you want to change the shock oil for the aluminum stuff, because the dirt in it will just abrase. It'll give you like an abrasive, just scratch up your insides. Ain't good. Yeah, so let's pack it up, and I think we're done for the night. Of course, I said I was gonna put these things on, but obviously it rolls and goes back and forth fine. So I'll just break the old one on there that's all glued up, and then I'll swap it out. Instead of breaking the new one. That's my logic. Alright, well, I'll pretty much sign off here. The LST is back. Oh, hey, OG. I missed you there. Am I done breaking my truck now? Is that what you're saying? I fixed it, though. I did fix it this time. The shock is not bent. The cage is not bent. Look at that. Smooth shocks all the way around. What else did I fix? To be honest, I didn't fix the steering. This still has one servo. I have a million servos I can put in this thing. I might even order the ones on eBay you guys have been saying. Like, what do you run? The 45 kilogram something? I don't remember. Or is it 25? I don't remember. But even those, I think they have a 2-pack. Those would fit. As long as they have the same spline. That's all that matters, is the spline of the servo itself. Like, the size I can grind out, if it's a different size. Because the bolt pattern's the same, but sometimes... Because here, I'll show you right here, OG. Because on the stock and on the aftermarket ones, I wish the aftermarket ones, they fixed it, but they never did. So I'll pull this out right here. So this is a bigger one. Same one as my throttle servo, actually. Let's get an original, if I have it. I don't see an original in this box. I have one more original. Just can't find it. Where would it be? Servos? No. You think my servo drawer would actually have servos in it, but it doesn't. Yeah. I don't know where that went. Seriously. Where did that go? I just can't find things today. I don't know where it is. You get the point, though. So, you know, this is like a standard size, but because these use the JR, they're like just a hair smaller. I don't know why they didn't cut the standard size. So you got grinded out, but your little pattern, your bolt pattern stuff, the bolted on is the same. It's just skinnier on the base. It's weird. That's all I was trying to explain, if you get what I mean. Not that big of a deal. Like, I grinded it out for this one. You can see that's an aftermarket servo. Spectrum. And the old JR ones are a little smaller. You can kind of just tell just from looking at it. It's a lot bigger. Alright, but I think it's good to call it a night. Thank you so much for watching. Eco Power is... I love Eco Power. Here, Will. I'm not sure if I mentioned it to you. So for the trophy truck, this is all Eco Power. Steering and throttle. Like right down there, you got your steering servo and then your throttle servos in the cab. So these are great. And this one's the brushless one. They're all digital servos, but this one's the brushless. So I have the brushless steering servo, which is really nice. Super fast. So yeah, I might even do Eco Power if I think about it. It cost me like $80 for like the cheaper ones. You know that. If I'm getting two, that is. But the other one's still holding up, so I'm happy about that. Alright, well, that'll pretty much be it. So again, thank you, Dot Master, Will, OG, every single one of you guys. Even the ones that haven't commented, I appreciate it. Hopefully I entertained you tonight. Hopefully this thing entertained you in today's video. This thing is going crazy. Too bad I ran out of gas. You know, it happens. Don't bring enough fuel, you run out of gas. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. You have a good night. I'll see you later. I'm done here. The LST is fixed. Oh, you know what? Ducky's a little shy today. Say goodnight, Ducky. Here's Ducky. Alright, good night, everyone. Appreciate you watching.